What's up, everyone? Good morning. How are you? Welcome back. Everyone survived their weekend. Everyone survived Monday. Alien Moore, what's up? Thank you for the host. Rem, good morning. Morning. Anyone else just getting here? Yeah, actually awake this morning. Hoping to keep the house cool. Stay on top of everything. I had a pretty good weekend. Pretty productive. Had an awesome time Saturday. We're here Saturday. It was just a little background noise. What's up, Kim? Good morning. How are you doing? We not have, Are alerts not triggering? Did I not reload the bot? I didn't reload the bot. Give me one second. No wonder alerts aren't triggering. Down. And back. Okay. That should work. How you doing, Kim? Good morning. Here, you may have to, But I just did that. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Densa? Hey, Densa, did you see I reset the Paragon Renegade poll? Did you see what's going on here? Maybe we better get moving before Paragon takes over. What do you think? And you know, I would roll Paragon anyways if it weren't for all of you. But we've already done a few Mass Effect playthroughs, and they pretty much all ended up Paragon-ish. Even the last one, which was a pretty good mix. So that's why I decided to reset the poll. We've got a bunch of polls going. If you're just got here, if you're new here, we've got polls going for the whole playthrough. A bunch of polls. They're static. You can vote once. Plot decision. Spoilers, obviously, but Paragon Renegade, you can vote once an hour. So what happened was I just left the poll going for the first few streams, and it got weighted very heavily Paragon. There was no way Renegade was going to have a chance. We weren't going to have this Paragade tipsy-turvy. It wasn't even going to happen. So I reset it, and I'll reset it again tomorrow. And Thursday, we'll do it like that. Finally, Renegade is winning. Only because I started it from scratch and gave you all a heads up in Discord. Anyways, Captain Awesome. There's the commander of the ship right here. He's the one in the enclosure, not the one in the uniform. Commander of the ship right here. What the heck is this? What do you mean, Brandon? Let's get right to it. Instead of doing a whole crew check and starting slow, let's check in with Morden, just in case he wants to tell us about his theatrical history, and then we'll get moving. Show you where we've been pushing through upgrades. We've already got primary ship upgrades. I'm low on resources. I think it's platinum we're really low on. All right, going back for 1 second. Short on iridium, short on platinum for getting things done. So we will have to do some resourcing today. Garley, what's going on?
Tatanka Shepard, my students being held by Bloodpack.
We won't be getting any patter songs until we've gone to and through Tachanka with more.
I'll be here if you need me.
The Iceman cometh.
Tachanka. Not quite. Iceman, what's up? Good morning. That has nothing to do with it, Densa. That has nothing to do with it. Densa says, I don't even understand why so many white knights vote for Paragon. We've seen Mass Effect 2 Paragon at least 2 times on stream. But Densa, you're assuming people want to see the other side for the sake of variety, in spite of their discomfort making those decisions. I don't know where that comes from. People are not comfortable doing things that they're not comfortable doing. Personally, you know I squirm doing this Renegade stuff, any of it. It's a little easier watching Mark Meer do it because I have no personal attachment to his Shepard the way I do to Jennifer Hales. I don't care. I'll do Paragon 50 times in a row and ditch Renegade 50 times in a row. It just, I don't want to do the other way than the way I've chosen because it's the other way than the way I've chosen. I can pretend that that's a real motivation for me, but it's not a real motivation for me. Oh, how different. Let's be an asshole today, because it's different. Anyways. Samara is actually, we need to finish recruiting before we do any loyalty missions. We don't have to, but that's been the plan, so let's do it. It doesn't surprise me in the least that people who vote Paragon always vote Paragon. And that people who like to mix it up are willing to mix it up. Give them the same vote 10 times, they're gonna vote the same way 10 times. This is not surprising. Hi, Jamie. Yeah. So we were on Ilium. Last thing we did was pick up Shane. Shane. Oh my God. Shane. Shane, no! Maybe I need more coffee. We actually did talk to Thane. Thane is one of the best romances, one of the best backstories. We're gonna call him Shane from now on, if that's okay with you. Just gonna call him Shane. This is Shane right over here. Meet Shane. Hi, Shane. This Shane has throw. And we'll have warp and eventually shredder ammo. So Jamie, what's up? What do you mean? Can you vote? What are you asking? Can you vote? I don't know. Can you vote? We're going after Samara, but I think we'll be asked to choose again who's coming with us by the time we get close. We can still decide now who's coming down. I'm still waking up. It's not the face at all. Densa, I still don't follow. So you can make a custom face for Shepard, make him a sort of non-canon that way, and then make a 100% Renegade playthrough. For me personally, the face has nothing to do with it. Voice has everything to do with it. Face has nearly nothing to do with it. It's one of the reasons I don't change the appearance either. Not because, contrary to what I just said, the face is what matters, but the voice, I start to attach a certain face to the voice. And then if I hear that voice paired with a different face, it weirds me out. So if I take Jennifer Hale, female Shepard, the default Jane Shepard model, and I make only a couple adjustments to it, then I change something drastic and I hear that same voice, my brain struggles with that. Never played through as Mark Mears, so it doesn't, got different issues. Who's coming down? Who's coming down? I don't know what we're doing here. Let's just start with 2. I'm gonna switch up this armor today. I wouldn't mind putting on the Blood Dragon or something else. Anybody got a favorite armor? I've never even seen this armor until this playthrough. I usually install Mass Effect 2 through Steam. I installed it through Origin this time, and there were a couple weapon and armor packs that I never bought that were just, they showed up for whatever reason. Energy Drain, Shockwave, more Cryo, a longer freeze. I will want that. A longer pull. Graham, I got nothing. Don't know what you're asking. Okay.
Luck on the stock market, debt piling up. Perhaps you
Well, that was
should
short.
explore other options.
Graham, we'll see you later.
Tech paid off my debt and helped me gain valuable job skills. Now, just 5 years later, I'm a free man again.
Talk to Indenture Tech to see if
We were
indenture
always told that
servitude
Ilium
the
is one of
right
the
number
safest places in the galaxy until you fell off the grid. Sign the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else.
No, you don't understand. I lost it somewhere near the transport terminal. It can't be.
There we go. Run away, you bastards. Give up your colony plans.
Anybody need or want any particular recaps? Anybody have questions about what's going on? Last Friday, just when we were here last, we picked up
This is a
Thane
recall notice.
Shane. Yeah, that door. There's a crash there. Crashed in that spot before. This is one of the crashes I'm actually aware of in the game. Known crashes. You could go Google that crash when you go through that door and you'll see that it's a thing. Unfortunately, it's a thing. Oh, what an awesome start. So, how's the rest of everyone's weekend? And Monday? Hey, Mike, what's up? Shamrock Mike. Denza, if you were talking about the changing the face, I did, yeah. Kind of responded to you for a couple minutes there. So you're saying your Twitch crapped out, you missed that, huh? Yeah, Jamie, I'm interested. I'm not going to be playing it at launch, but I'm interested. I've been interested since we started hearing about it. But there's one thing I don't want to do. It's climb on board the hype machine. So that was just awesome. That was so cool. Starting and then it just erased the progress. I'm gonna land. And save the game again down there. That was silly. Short version, Denza, the face means nothing to me. It's more about the voice. Changing the face would not enable me to do more Renegade stuff or whatever. It just... face means nothing. Voice means everything.
We were always told that Ilium is one of the safest places.
I mean, look at
in
that
the
pretty
galaxy
face. It looks the same.
until you fell off the grid.
Male,
Sign
female,
the
doesn't
wrong
matter.
Contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else.
Doesn't matter if
Don't
you're
let this place fool you.
male or female
Stay safe.
shepherd, you're still going to be
No, you
wearing
don't
your helmet when you kiss
understand.
Liara.
I lost it somewhere.
There we go. Run away, you bastards. Give up your colony.
Mike, a little sore today. Too many, doing too many stretches. Save the game again. This door, very crash prone.
Damn it.
Jesus. Oh, God. It's awesome. That's why I saved right outside the door, but... Looks like we're not going after Samara. No, you can get through this door, even with the crashes. It's a stupid crash spot. I remember it crashing years ago. It doesn't always happen. I don't know why it just happened twice and it happened to us the other day. What has increased the odds on this crash? Sorry, said damn it right before the crash. She crashed it. Maybe she crashed it. It's the vendor outside. She's pissed about, we got her in trouble. Parasini doesn't have authority here. Ooh, that's a close-up. What do you want from me? I'm afraid to go through the door now. I doubt it's the Origin versus Steam copy of the game. I mean, I don't know. All I know is I remember this bug, this spot. We had a crash the other day too.
This is a recall notice.
What's up, everyone? Team, you with me? You just will inch through the spot because obviously if you go more slowly, it makes a difference.
Authorized dealer for a refund or for credit toward the exciting new
Baby steps down the hall. Don't crash the game. I like Miranda and Garrus doing the slow-mo staggered walk.
solutions on the market.
Come on. Alright, I think we're good.
Listen, I know... What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
Well, hang up. I found your data.
I overheard you talking. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Kurosa Generational Archive. You found it. Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
If this data is so important, why didn't you have backups?
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
Why is this data so important anyway?
It's a genetic history for the entire Kurosa family. It's used for high-level reproductive negotiations. It would be like a human pedigree, I suppose. Without it, you're bargaining from a greatly weakened position. Losing this would have hurt my family for generations, maybe even destroyed it.
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
Lying on the ground. Just like stuff always is. Yeah, I know. We got Paragon for helping him. Is there any... I mean, I see. We're in Renegade mode, so given interrupts, there are going to be Renegade interrupts. Given persuasion choices, have it available, we're going to do a Renegade persuasion. Given dialogue options, they're not color-coded here, and it's not as simple as up Paragon, down Renegade, although a lot of it is like that. And not every situation has both outcomes. So, quick question, because I'm curious. We had already picked up his data the other day. Is there... You can't turn in his data and get Renegade points, right? Here's your data, now fuck off. Ooh, thank you, Renegade points. Just doesn't quite work that way. Unless I missed something big. So, there's gonna be a mix. There always will be. I will strive for Renegade when you steer me that way. It'll be imperfect. Sometimes I may take a middle-of-the-road dialogue option just because it's more interesting, potential.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
Listen to these
I
two.
don't know, some of them seem dangerous. That's the whole point. Danger means more contract work for us.
So, a lot of NPC dialogue in the Mass Effect games is in... NPCs will have a dialogue clip, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and it might tell a story. To get all that dialogue, you either have to come back again and again and again and again, and then listen each time, or you kind of nudge that, and you do it a bit artificially. You walk away from an NPC however far you have to.
Haven't had any luck.
There's a different one.
She insists it was legal.
Recognize her?
I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor and have a friend examine the contract.
Before she calls in a favor, if we walk back over to the two Asari by the door, they should go into their next bit of dialogue. Go back and forth a few times, and we can listen to the whole conversation pretty much at once. I didn't go
For
far
example,
enough
you
away.
know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible. There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver for use. I charged for 50 hours, plus overtime.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver?
These are the Terminus systems. Everything's dangerous, and everything's for sale. Either we tax and monitor it to keep some control, or the smugglers get a monopoly.
I don't know, that still sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required.
Who reads labels, though?
So
be the
consider it a
man.
way to weed
You
out the
gotta
people
be
too
the
stupid
man.
to know their limits.
What's up? Nice little quiet
You
woo.
say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent caretaker. And you're...
The word you're looking for is pure blood.
S7, how are you doing?
Hey, we're friends. I have never called you that.
No, but you're thinking about it. You think it was easy growing up pure blood? I did some stupid things to get away from the taunts. The stupid drug users you're laughing at, I might have been one of them.
I know you want the shooty. We'll get there.
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll take another look at the contract. Maybe it needs to be reclassified.
Forget it. Do whatever you want.
It's not the most natural way to get a conversation, but it's really hard to follow the conversation if you get it over a period
Trust me,
of
the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for
tens of
business.
hours in a playthrough. You get part of the conversation today, and then you go play a few days later, you get another sentence, and a few days later, another sentence. I have never been able to follow these NPC conversations without doing that. There's another one on this platform, too. There's a few of them.
Shepard. I don't suppose you'd remember me. I'm Shiala. We met on Pharos during the Geth attack. Saren had given me to the Thorian creature as a slave, and you killed it. And saved me. I promised to help Zeus Hope recover. I'm actually here on Ilium for just that purpose.
How is Zeus Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again? Or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zeus Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern. I fear that after our adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Ilium will seem mundane by comparison.
I don't have time for this. So that's let's not do anything. What are your thoughts on that? I don't want to shut down opportunities to do stuff in the game just to be, at all costs, get the job done. Sorry, don't have time for you. Gotta go save the galaxy. Let's chop out 10, 15, 20% of the game because gotta go deal collectors. We're gonna end up getting Paragon points for helping people versus just not helping them, period, and doing nothing. So even in Renegade mode, there's gonna be assistance going on. Don't let that bust your buns too much.
What are you doing here on Ilium?
Some of the colonists had health problems as a result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans. But the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
And why are you green? Notice most of the Asaris are blue. This will actually move into another conversation with someone else. Still Paragon Renegade, talking about it for a second. We're going to have persuasion attempts, but because we've been leaning Paragon from the past few days, even though this says Renegade, we're not going to have, I'll bet you we don't have a Renegade persuasion. So, I'm asking for opinions on what we do there. Generally, I'll take a persuasion. If it's a major plot point, we're going to take a persuasion, whatever it is. If we don't have a Renegade and we do have a Paragon, we'll take it because you get results from persuasions that are quite different from just flat dialogue and missing those options. Doesn't have to be that way. If we're missing a Renegade persuasion attempt and we have an opportunity to do a Paragon, do we just go flat? Should we pretend it's not there? What do you think?
Tell me more about the contract you signed for these scans.
Barrier Frontiers was interested in our problem. They offered to perform medical scans and deliver treatment for next to nothing. I should have known it was too good to be true, but we were desperate. In the fine print, We apparently agreed to let them perform invasive follow-up procedures if they deem it valuable. Which they have.
Can they actually force these procedures on you?
No. But they can declare us in breach of contract. Which means we're responsible for the full price we would have paid normally. Zoo's Hope just got back on its feet. There's no way we can afford that, Shepard.
What kind of health problems did the colonists have?
Headaches or muscle spasms, similar to what they experienced while under Thorian control. Sometimes, the colonists near another former Thorian victim shared sensations like heat or pain. It has to be a result of trace amounts of the Thorian's parasitic spores. You can see why we'd want it studied and cured.
Wait a minute. Shiala, you were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue, like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontiers representative knows about the issue.
And she's a real bitch. Not Shiala. Arinya. Now, she's a bit traumatized. She's decided to express her personal trauma by taking it out on everyone else and being a total bitch.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Pharaoh signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
Nice.
What's your problem with humans?
Not just humans, it's all of you. The Solarians and Turians are no better. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
How about I throw you into some primordial muck and then you can drag yourself out of it? Should make for a nice show.
Why are you so prejudiced against aliens?
Phew, where do I begin? With Solarian explorers unleashing the Rachni upon us, then unleashing the Krogan to correct their mistake? Or the Turians, so eager to bomb every problem away? Or humans, the new arrivals who already think they should be in charge? Every war that has plagued this galaxy has been caused by your people. My people's deaths are on your hands.
This moves towards the end of the conversation, I think. I actually have to come back to hatred for aliens to get there.
Perhaps we could work out different tests. Something that will work for both sides.
If the colonists were not willing to abide by the terms of the contract, they should not have signed it. The onus is not upon me to accommodate them.
Maybe each branch can move in the same direction. This is just because they're human.
You seem to forget that a human saved you from Saren and the Geth.
The Geth created by the idiotic Quarians? That a rogue Turian Spectre led in an attack? The Geth didn't start with the Citadel. They attacked your human colony, Eden Prime, first. You humans brought the Geth upon us. You and the Turians are the Quarians. My people's deaths are on your hands.
I've had enough of her. I don't want to keep talking.
Whose deaths are we talking about exactly?
The mother of my daughters
The
was
Death
killed
King.
on the Quarian homeworld during the initial Geth uprising.
How you doing?
My daughters died on the Citadel when the Geth attacked. One worked in the embassy. The other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
This is what I was talking about a minute ago. Gray, we can't choose a renegade persuasion option because we don't have enough renegade points. You're gonna have to stay. You want some of those options going forward in the game. We're actually gonna have to build up some renegade points. So you can vote every hour in that poll, and Renegade's ahead right now. I reset it today. We'll reset it tomorrow. It'll give people who are here for the stream a fair shake at actually voting their way, steering it their way. So I come back to that question. What do we do in a situation like this? Do we take the interrupt that we've got, even though it opposes the current poll, or do we fail to complete or take the flat option? So, I don't know. Any thoughts? No one has any investment in this. I'll have to make an executive decision. But what I've done in the past is we take the interrupt we've got, because it moves things forward, because it gets more story, it gets more dialogue. The non-interrupt options, when you have choices of interrupts, should they be available, and non-interrupt options, the flat ones tend to be flat, tend to be less interesting, less actionable. And sometimes just, oh, okay then, I'll just go away. So what was the point of talking to Shiala if we weren't going to get something done? Alright, so
why was your
we do it anyways?
Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them loved talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not. I didn't.
Don't hug her. Don't hug her.
I'm sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Too late. Star charts open up places on the galaxy map. Question for experts in the game. For all the times I've played it, there's plenty of things I don't know. Did these Hades Nexus, Minos Wasteland, they become available anyways, don't they? I mean, these aren't the only ways to get them on the map, are they? Or is it required that you buy these maps or you will never visit those places? I want to say there are other circumstances that will take us there or put them on the map.
Yeah. I had to deal with Arinia, though. I feel like I need a shower.
What do you expect? She's a pureblood. They're all like that.
You did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again.
It was a lot easier this time. 2 buttons.
Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
How old in Asari are you? Asari live a very long time. Liara's, what? Considered a teenager at less than 200 years? Or is she just over 100? I'm trying to remember Liara's age. Shiala, is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form? Isn't anything ever just fixed? She's probably 100, 200, 300 years old. I don't think she's learned that lesson already. Only with death.
Would you rather the colonists all be dead? That would make it simpler.
And you could have gunned down the slaves the Thorians sent against you. That would have been easier. But you took the harder path. So will I. Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can.
What's going on, Malleus?
Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not doing whatever you do.
You making a pass at us? I think she is. Unfulfilled promises. So Malleus, how are you doing? David Liam, what's up? We're looking for Samara, and we'll talk to Officer Dara about that in a minute. We have terminals to hack for Liara. And we have S7's favorite Krogan coming up here in a second. I'm going to try and steer wide so the dialogue doesn't trigger.
You're sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
Good. I'm pretty good at bypassing firewalls. Maybe they're looking for techs.
The store's over there. And don't get cute. The whole place is monitored.
Submachine gun damage, extra health for Shepard, assault rifle damage, and a piece of armor. I don't usually buy the armor pieces because I don't usually put together a suit from bits and pieces. I don't know. I don't like micromanaging the armor, and occasionally I'll do a little something. Heavy skin weave.
This should come in handy.
Submachine gun damage. Pretty sure we're going to start loyalties today, and one of the first I want to do should be Kasumi's will pick up a good submachine gun. Best one in the game. Opinions, opinions, opinions. Best one in the game. A Locust.
Oh, blue rose of Ilium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it. Blue rose of Ilium, you have blossomed in a tower of glass and plastic. But beauty under glass is untested and weak. Where are your honored dead to fertilize the ground that you might grow strong? On the rocky plains of Tuchanka, I will build you a garden from the bones of my ancestors.
We'll build you a garden from the bones of my ancestors. Char has like 10 of the best lines in the series.
Blue rose of Ilium, leave eternity unembraced and grapple in the glorious struggle that is us, here and now. I am speechless, not with blood rage, but with love. And I stand here, humble and mute, to offer you a home. Come to me, blue rose of Ilium. Let our three hearts beat as two.
Let our three hearts beat as two. Oh my god. Best love story ever.
Oh, blue rose of Ilium.
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
The Krogan is reading those love poems to get your attention?
His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
Oh, it's really good.
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
Why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense. It made me wonder if he really likes me. Or if he just wants kids.
Come,
he
listen
can't
to
have
him.
them any other way, you know. Because of the genophage.
You stupid, are you listening to this guy? Come on. Just, he loves you. You can't tell. You can't tell?
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think he realized that our kids would always have been Asari.
I don't think you're giving him enough
Don't
credit.
always get that we're not taking alien DNA. We're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
So it happened again. But I mean, y'all gotta stay on it. We don't even have the ability to do a renegade interrupt. And no one answered me the last 2 times I asked if anyone has any thoughts on whether or not we take a Paragon interrupt because it gets things done and has more interesting outcomes when we don't have the option for a renegade. do we flip against the pole just because we can do something more significant that way than just like, oh, sorry, can't help, I'll just walk away now. This has ramifications for the third game as well. We don't want to just walk away. I don't want to walk away from any of this. So there you go. We're gonna take that. But that's why we're going against the pole, because we don't have the option of going with the pole right now. Get rid of him. Oh man, I'm glad we don't have that option. Who wants to get rid of Char?
Look at him. He's obviously crazy about you.
Is he? I mean, what if he just wants to have kids? Am I just his baby-making machine? He said I wasn't, but...
If he said that, then you either trust him, so you have nothing to worry about, or you don't, and you've already decided.
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that. And I do trust him, if he said it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
Have fun making blue babies. Paddlefish. Haven't bought any fish yet. Been working on getting Kelly's attention and assistance eventually with the fish. I haven't bought any fish yet, and I still wondering if Kelly will even offer to help if we don't have any fish to take care of. At some point we should buy a fish, start feeding it, and then see if we can't get Kelly to take over. Here we go. Panda King, what's going on? How are you doing? Oh, Blue Rose of Ilium. Liara, and this leads into the Shadow Broker DLC. We won't be doing that today, but we'll get the hacking out of the way since it's here. Liara wants us to hack terminals around Ilium. She's looking for data. Completely absurd that she should need us to do it. Her hacking skills while she's asleep are better than Shepard's, I'm quite sure. Nevertheless...
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a pond. What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not? Every Asari has biotics. Might as well use them, right?
I'm telling you, relax. Dax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't.
The colony of Mindoir has won the right.
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible. There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver for use. I charge for 50 hours, plus overtime.
Are those real fish, or just Mass Effect space fish? I'm not sure how to process that question. Oh, it's all good. Malleus. Cool. I'm good. Still waking up.
You know Irinia won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned pure blood into her religion or something.
There's one more.
I heard she lost her daughters when the Geth attacked the Citadel.
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure to deal with before.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver?
These are the Terminus systems. Everything's dangerous, and everything's for sale. Either we tax and monitor it to keep some control, or...
Yeah, of course, Mike. Of course I'm gonna do Shadow Broker. Just not today. Shadow Broker... gonna do later. Doubt it'll be today. We got a 12-hour stream today, but we haven't even started loyalty missions, so... I don't have a precise order in mind. What do you think? Hey, Chi, what's happening? Enjoying some coffee? I should make a second cup.
Shouldn't you be taking this seriously? Maybe a shirt. Or a car.
Shepard, this is Liara. I've got the data.
Her first mate. Your father? He got her things when he... Eclipse might be fun for you. For me, it's the future. My clan's breeding strategy is at stake.
If you want to... don't do what I did. Various dialogue will get cut off. Various pieces of dialogue will get cut off by other pieces of ambient dialogue as you walk from one to the other. So if somebody's talking to you over the comms and you walk past a group of NPCs who starts talking, you can lose that comm chatter. And so keep it in mind. I want to hear it all.
I'm on a call.
Hey, Celador, what's
Oh,
up?
no, that still sounds like an awful thing to legalize. All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required.
She's the last of a dying breed. Won't be many.
Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
I have no idea. Just tell me where she is.
If you insist, but fair warning, watch yourself around Samara. Justicars have a nasty habit of shooting people. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Remind me not to try and bribe her.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
Same crew. We're gonna be facing all Asari. Asari mercs. Are there mechs down here too? So we're gonna have barriers and shields more than armor. Hey Thevi, how you doing? Barriers. Concussive shot works well on barriers. Warp works well on barriers. I don't think Jack's gonna get a lot of playtime this playthrough since we're a Vanguard and Jack's a Vanguard. It would be strategically disadvantageous. Dragon Fury. Hello, hello. Debbie, I'm pretty good. Still waking up. Let me do what I said I was gonna do and start another cup of coffee here. Don't have to go anywhere. You can see why we're stuck with the Paragon Renegade interrupts the way they are. I let this poll, which you can vote in every hour, stack up the first few days, and Paragon just ran away with it, and Renegade was never able to catch up. That's why it got reset. Still, this is what we have. We have 2 boxes of Paragon and half a box of Renegade. So we're not going to get a lot of good Renegade interrupts. I'm a little worried about the prospects for actually ending up with any cool places. But you got it now. I'll start stacking those Renegade points today if you can keep the poll leaning that way. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can get a solid box of Renegade in the next couple hours and have some interrupts. But yeah, it is what it is. A lot of the area moves like a pull field. Those are great, but not so much on Insanity, where everything has armor and barriers and you can't usually apply crowd control to something that hasn't been stripped of its barrier, armor, shields. So something like a pull field affects all nearby targets. That would only be helpful if they were susceptible, and often they won't be as a group. An energy drain is my go-to for grabbing shields. Not sure what I want to get maxed out. If I could take cryo ammo all the way up and we get squad cryo ammo, then everybody starts freezing everything. I want to move in that direction. Jack's warp ammo evolved to squad is awesome on collector missions. Yeah, but I won't be taking Jack. I don't want Vanguard plus someone. I don't know. Jack probably won't be coming out from what I was just saying. If we weren't playing a Vanguard, that might be different. What do you think? I'm not sure what you mean. You said, but energy drain doesn't work on barriers in ME2. Point being, energy drain doesn't work on barriers. And? Still my go-to. I don't know, did I say it? Something, did I make some erroneous statement about...
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
Did it sound like I was...
You're not going anywhere, Merchant.
Pull shields from barriers or something. I don't know what I said,
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
Ask around to see whether anyone has seen Samara.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Has Samara actually done anything yet?
The Asari say that Justicars are lethal in a fight. And if they so much as smell corruption, they start shooting. The thing is, corruption isn't that hard to find around here.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
You must know something about these Eclipse.
I occasionally do business with them, but only in well-lit places, with my guards, and only after the cred's clear. This is a scummy bunch, even by merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items, and they are all cold-blooded killers.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
Dagny Kerr knew the risks when he took to spacing. Right now, my worry is me. It's unhealthy to be a Volus in the Nosastra spaceport right now. Especially a Volus named Pitney 4.
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you, too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants. But they killed him, so they must be after me, too. I have to work the angles and get out of here.
I should go.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse Sisters run this area.
What's up, Mad Matt? Mike asking about Bad Santa. Not especially, but I hope it turns out well. I mean, I actually don't know much about, other than that they are making another one. Or it's been a long
Nice
time.
guns.
10 years?
Try not to use them in my district.
How long?
What can
has
I
it
do
been?
for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to find Samara and get back to my mission, with or without your help.
Sounds important. Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
We've got that covered.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP. She's at the crime scene.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our two lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident, but her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
Do you think it'll be any good, Mike? The new one? This sounds unprincipled. That is precisely incorrect. What a stupid comment. This being who lives by a strict code and only by the code and will always abide by the code no matter what. Her entire life is for the code. Everything is the code. Boy, she sounds unprincipled. Do you drink bleach, Shepard?
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
That's not
Let's
what I thought
remember
that
that
was.
next time Shepard sets us up against impossible odds.
That's about twice a day.
So, Mad Matt, a lot of the characters in Mass Effect 2 are new in Mass Effect 2, including Samara. You called Tamara. It's okay, I called Thane Shane, so we're in the same boat. Shane! Hey.
Our mission is more important than all of our lives. Anaya's superiors are just being foolish.
I'm a cop and I know my duty. I've been ordered to detain her and I will. Unless I can get her to leave my district first.
She's the Asari biotic with the funky red-black suit. Well, we haven't gotten to her yet, but we will. That's what we're here for right now.
How do I get to the crime scene?
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be
Yeah, it's
careful.
about twice
the
a
local
day.
Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
You mentioned a crime scene.
A Volus merchant was murdered. It was a professional hit, so we're not dealing with junkies looking for a score. I'm thinking the local Eclipse mercenary band. Can't prove it, but if the Volus was dirty too, maybe it's just a deal gone bad.
What do I need to know about these mercenaries?
Eclipse mercs are professional killers. They sell red sand, trade illegal weapons tech, and smuggle criminals off-world. They control some back alleys around here. I haven't been able to find their nest yet, though.
So, good question, Matt. The romance poll. Got a romance poll going. And I haven't checked it yet today. Tali was ahead. We'll probably commit to something today, and then the poll we'll have to pull the poll. Right now, Tali is ahead. 17 votes, remaining faithful to Liara. 14 votes. Jack, 13 votes. Miranda, 11 votes. Those are our choices. I've always played a female Shepard, so I've never even had the opportunity to play through a Tali romance. Always been curious. Anyways, Tali, Jack, Miranda, and remaining faithful to Liara all on the table. So please vote in the romance poll.
What can you tell me about Justicars?
They're a kind of... humans might call them warrior monks. They live by a complex code that compels them to punish the wicked and protect the pure. They've been a part of the Asari culture for millennia.
That was the wrong poll.
I read adventure stories about Justicars when I was a child.
There's the right one here. There's the right one. Forgot we had that command. Shut up. Let me sort it. It's 2476. Well, it's there. It's in the polls. If you click the main poll link, you'll find the romance poll. Not freaking out. Here, let's post it. There. Thank you, Libya.
People seem nervous about Samara's presence.
Asari admire Justicars, but we also know that they kill without mercy when they find corruption. And Justicars never leave Asari space. Why is she here? I doubt it's to investigate the murder of some corrupt Volas.
What do you think of Samara herself?
She's been a Justicar longer than 3 of your lifespans. Whoever she was before she swore that oath, that person is dead.
I have to go.
I should go.
Good luck.
We'd better find Samara before the detective goes after her.
The medical station here. See, I have 7 Metagel. It would probably come in as 100 credits and then be gone. I might just be able to use it later, replenish some Metagel. Actually replenish some Metagel.
Anaya told us to let you through. Watch yourself. There's Merc activity back here. We're waiting on backup.
Here let's consider this extra stock surplus. Ship the rest to Thax at his normal destination. He'll never miss a few lost pieces. Wait for results. Return to Ilium and see what happens as a result of informing Mr. Thax about the stolen goods. Okay. The Tempest is a pretty good submachine gun. Just picking that one up was a huge change for me. The first sub that I had was miserable. Miserable. So much recoil, I could hardly fire it. And the Tempest is pretty good, but I still want the Locust. What's your favorite, what are your favorite guns in the game? So we've got armor, barriers as expected. Not a lot of shields in here. I won't be changing up that power. Yes, energy drain is my go-to, even though it's not effective in various situations and it's more effective in others. Mass Effect 3, I use it everywhere. But even where it's not optimally effective, you can still use it a little. Concussive shot, it's great on barriers. Warp works on barriers. Depending on what we're shooting, might not take much to strip those defenses.
I'll tear you apart!
X will still rush our positions. The Asari Vanguards. Pretty nasty.
Rerouting power. Backup hostiles engaged.
This is one of those cover positions where instead of I try and aim here, do you notice how the reticle it goes up and then over? There are some weird cover spots in Mass Effect that don't work like a normal one. You would zoom and your reticle would stay approximately where it was when you zoomed. But I try and go against this pole. I don't know if you saw there how the camera shifted a little bit. It may not seem like a big deal, but at the wrong time, it's a big deal. You're trying to target something and suddenly you can't because your camera keeps moving away from it.
That's one!
Maybe that wasn't the best example. I'll run into more spots like that. You'll probably see it. I'll scowl and growl and get all frustrated and then maybe move my position, which is what I should do the moment I see that happen. Yeah, Chino's bunch of buggy cover spots on this mission.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
You think I'd betray her? She would hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship. Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar.
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Go to hell.
Hey, Misery, what's up?
In the embrace of the goddess. My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse Sisters, but I see three well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
I'm gonna try and not be goody two-shoes and
I'm Commander
worry about her.
And I need your help with a critical mission, Samara.
You honor me, but I am in the middle of an investigation.
It's Misery.
I'm going up against suicidal odds, and I need the best. That's you.
I sense the truth in what you say, and it humbles me. But I seek an incredibly dangerous future.